just spent Thanksgiving with my family for the first time in 4 years. And the reason that I bring this up, beyond the fact that it was just a feat in and of itself, because I never thought I would see certain family members after we had falling outs, was also because it went really well. And I want to make this video because I know that there are people that have had falling outs with their family or friends or different people. And I also want to be realistic in saying maybe you will never be in contact with these people again for whatever reason. Maybe they're not with us anymore. Maybe you all should not be around each other. A phrase that I have really utilized over the last couple of years has been, for now. I don't need to know for now. That person's not in my life for now. That job, that thing, that hobby, I'm not doing that for now, right now, whatever. And that might be forever. For now might be forever. But it doesn't always have to be. And I also want to bring up the fact that just because something was one way doesn't mean that it doesn't have to be that way again or another way again. And what I mean by that is so often we say, oh, well, I used to run. I used to talk to that person. Me and my family members, me and that person don't talk anymore, whatever. And then we get so caught up in that identity or that like narrative that's like, oh, well, we can never do that again. And it's like, well, just like you cut that person off or you stopped running, you can still go back and do things again. Yeah, you might have to do damage control and there might be other complications to that. But if it's something you want to do and it's something that's been really weighing on you, I don't know, maybe think about it. I think especially in this day and age where, yes, sometimes it is equally as important to cut people off. And I'm not one of those people who's like, don't cut people off. No, like if you all aren't doing well, like there's a reason why me and my family didn't talk. Like we did not know how to get along with each other. And I think the time that we didn't spend around each other has made us, value each other more and learn about boundaries and the things that we need to respect about each other. Just in the same way, well, maybe you stopped running because you got hurt, or maybe you stopped that thing or stopped going after that goal or whatever it might be. Whatever it is, whether it has to do with that person you no longer talk to, those friends, that family, whatever, or that hobby you don't do, maybe you can have that back in your life. I think too often people tell you, oh, well, you're never going to be able to do that again. Maybe. For now, I don't know. I just wanted to put that out there because I know that I wish that somebody would have told me that when I was younger and I was going through this stage where I was like, oh, well, I can never talk to them again. That thing's terrible. I will never do blah, 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 blah. And it's just like, you never know where you're going to turn out in a couple of years. There are people in my life that I am cool with now, not just my family or things in my life that have swung back around that I'm like, no, never. And some things that I really just am genuinely never like interested in again. But yeah, Thanksgiving was really nice. It was a little awkward, but overall it was actually really good. And I'm really happy and I feel really, really good expanding my friendship circle and my community and reconnecting with my family again and just trying my hardest just to have a life that feels healthy with good boundaries while also not isolating myself, because for so long, because I was trying so bad to heal, I just isolated myself and I restricted myself. And healing shouldn't be this restriction. It should be something that's really freeing at some point. Yes, it might need to be restrictive at first, especially if you're somebody who is like a really big people pleaser and you didn't have boundaries and you went from one extreme, but you might end up in another extreme where you're too restricted. You're too many boundaries. You're too many rules. So I don't know. Just figured somebody might need to hear that. But anyway, my name is Sarah. I'm your favorite self-experimenting coach or companion, and I help get people reacquainted with who they most authentically are. You're an amazing person, and I hope you have the best day.